we go. All right.
Alrighty.
Are you from here originally?
No, originally from Massachusetts. My first encounter with the Bay was when I was in the Coast Guard in 1969. I was stationed in Norfolk, and I kind of liked the Bay.
Yeah.
And we got away from the Bay for years. We met Sue several years ago, 35 years ago, and got married. And we quit our jobs, and we had an old gaff-rigged sailboat. We jumped in our sailboat and sailed to Florida, ended up in Key West, which we lived for a couple of years. And back to Massachusetts to rebuild the boat, and then back to the Keys again, this time a marathon. And the Keys got old, and my wife has very fair skin. So we decided, let's go back up to Chesapeake Bay and just sail around and see what happens. We came back up into the bay, and we were zigzagging back and forth, trying to, housing and employment. And we got hit by lightning, and we broke down here about 25 years ago. We've been here ever since.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. So your wife said you were a lighthouse keeper? Tell us about that.
When I was in the Coast Guard in 1970, I believe, I was a lighthouse keeper on Smith Point and Wolf Trap Lights. I was the last crew before they automated them. What a shame, because it was a great duty.
Yeah, sure.
And just 3 of us out there at a time, so there was no protocol. It was pretty relaxed job. I enjoyed it.
So the time that you've lived here, what kind of changes have you seen in the Bay?
In the Bay, it's I don't think it's gotten any dirtier, but it has gotten cleaner.
Yeah.
It's kind of like holding its own because more people are aware of it now than used to be. But I'd like to see a major cleanup the way it used to be, if it's all possible.
Absolutely. What do you think we can do? Like, what kind of steps can an individual take?
Well, we recycle everything we can. We never throw anything in the trash that isn't biodegradable. We never flush stuff, into our septic that isn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And we're very mindful about no litter on the beaches, and just be more aware of what's going on.
Totally.
I mean, once it's gone, it's gone.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you have kids?
No.
No kids?
My sister has four kids.
Oh my gosh. So you've got nieces and nephews.
And 3 were in diapers at the same time. No kids.
Do they play on the Bay?
They're up in Massachusetts.
When they come down, do you entertain on the Bay at all?
No,
how do you enjoy the Bay?
They're inside kids. They never even seen the Bay. Yeah. Well, I used to run a safety boat at the Bay Bridge for years. And if you're over the bridge and one lane was closed, and they had a snooper truck over the side with inspectors inspecting the bridge, and there was a numbskull on a little tiny little boat down there hanging up for dear life, that was me. I went for a boat ride every day pretty much for about 4 years.
When you talk about science, the science that they need, science and farming, and they have to come together. Do you have any opinions on that?
I think the Bay farmers are probably better educated than most farmers. The way I understand, they fertilize their fields several times a year. So the runoff is going to be much smaller and it's spread out over a longer period. So it may, I think it's better for the Bay. I think we just all be aware. Don't throw trash in the Bay. If you see trash, pick it up. Certainly don't discharge anything that shouldn't be there. And I think if we all work together, we can make a bit of a difference. So at least I hope we can.
And real quick, what's your favorite critter in the Bay?
Oh, crabs. Yeah, they're wonderful. Crab, ducks, geese. They're all the different unique. And when I ran the boat, the geese, they knew when it was lunchtime. The ducks, they would follow me around in the boat for handouts. But it's interesting to just watch everything going on.